Dragi gledaoci, dobrodošli u još jednu epizodu emisije Diplomata. Moj današnji sagovornik je ambasador Egipta u Srbiji, njegova ekscelencija Ahmed Salama Soliman. Your Excellency, thank you for taking the time off your day to speak with us for our show.
Thank you. It's a pleasure, of course. Thank you very much.
Now, to begin our interview, we would like to ask you, since you recently arrived to Serbia, what are your first impressions of Serbia and Belgrade since arriving as Egypt's new ambassador?
Well, actually, since my first minute of my arrival, I felt the warmth. I felt the welcoming. I felt the how much Serbian people love Egypt and love Egyptian people on all levels, actually, on the official level and on the people's level. On the official levels, I have met with the many officials since my arrival. All of them, they are all expressed their love, their admiration, their respect to Egypt, which is something I really admire. I really felt that I'm very honored to serve in this country, to help to make progress in the relationship between our two countries. Peoples also, the Serbian people, they really admire Egypt. All their memories about Egypt and their vision about Egypt is very good, very nice. They love it. They visited, many people visited Egypt, exactly. Which is something very, I really admire and really believe it's something that adds to our relationship historically and recently, of course.
Of course, it's definitely good to hear that you've been so pleasantly welcomed here.
Yes, of course.
Now, to maybe introduce our viewers, maybe to you in your career and your past, could you tell us which personal experiences and values from your diplomatic career will you be bringing into your tenure here in Serbia?
Well, during my career, I have served in many countries. I've served in Europe, I've served in the Middle East. Actually, I believe that there are few principles. When you are committed to them, it will make yourself different. It will make your attitude different. Of course, the being disciplined, being committed, trying to acquire the trust of the other party makes a huge difference. Thank God in Serbia, part of this principle is already there. There is a mutual trust between the Egyptian officials and the Serbian officials. This helps me a lot. And of course, commitment. Both sides are committed to push the relationship to further steps, to open more spaces for cooperation. It's very good and not easy also, because already the principles is there. So I don't need much principles to add more in the relationship between the two countries.
We can say that this trust between two countries was also confirmed in the past by our Minister of Foreign Affairs, Marko Đurić, in 2025, yes. Who said that we are reaching a golden era of bilateral relations between Egypt and Serbia. This was also reiterated by the past ambassador that was here, also on our show as well. How do you plan to build on this momentum in the future?
Well, as you've mentioned, the previous ambassador, of course, he did a very great job. He makes my life not easy, but anyhow, there is always a place to add. Politically, there is, I don't want to say identical, but almost identical positions. There is no much space for improvement. We are leadership people. We understand each other. We support each other in most of the aspects. But I believe the space that we need to work more is the other fields of cooperation, economic cooperation, trade, tourism, exchange, cultural exchange. There are many different aspects that we need to work more on it. We need to make the free trade agreement that has been signed lately and went into effect on the 1st of September 2025 to make the fruits of this, to have the fruits of this free trade agreement. We need to work on that more and more. Imagine a relationship between our two countries, not only based on the history, not only based on the common understandings, but also based on the common interests, economic interests, people interaction. This will add more and more to our relationship between our two countries. And I believe, and I hope that I can add more in this space. And to come back to your comment, the golden era. Yes, it is a golden era. Yes, we need to work again and again on this relationship. We need to make things more actionable, action-oriented. We need to have more tangible results of the understanding and the common understanding between our two countries, the common positions of our two countries, the political understanding between our two countries.
Of course, so it has yet to be fully materialized into something tangible, as you mentioned.
Exactly, exactly.
Now, to maybe touch upon foreign policy, Egypt has managed to maintain strong relations with the EU while also preserving its independent foreign policy. Could Serbia maybe learn something from this approach of Egypt, and what lessons could be relevant maybe for us?
Well, if we try to analyze the reasons behind the good relationship between Egypt and EU, it's based on many factors. The main factors of them is that we have common history, we have common interests, we share many values together. We share many common positions regarding the regional and international situations. And the main thing is that we have common interests and trust. I believe those principles are very important in any relationship between any country and between any two sides in the international community. Going back to Serbia and the Europe, I believe that Serbia already enjoying a lot of these factors, actually all of them. It has a lot of common history, it's part of Europe, it's a lot of interests, a lot of trust. So it's not difficult. It's not for Serbia to take its own position within Europe based on trust, mutual interests, and respect. And mutual respect, of course.
Now to maybe even touch upon a topic of global conflicts that are still persisting in this period. Egypt has been at the forefront in this occasion, especially both mediating in Gaza, the ceasefire, and Sudan peace efforts as well in the late 2025. How do you see Cairo's role evolving, maybe we can call them as a peace broker in this time and age?
Well, you are partially right that Egypt, of course, is a peace broker. But I wish to add also in this regard that it's not only a broker. Egypt, its special interests, its national interests, those two crises that you've mentioned, having this role in those issues is not a luxury. It's for Egypt, it's a must. Egypt is playing a very important role. But again, going back to the role of Egypt, I believe that this role of Egypt is very prominent simply because the position of Egypt is very well known. We have a very transparent position regarding most of the international and regional conflicts, or even in our relationship as Egypt with any international party. First of all, of course, we stick to and we commit ourselves to the international principles, international law. We enjoy a strategic equilibrium, a strategic balance between in our relationship with different actors of the international community. Those kind of principles gave Egypt much respect, trust in its role. Going to the Gaza war, the war on Gaza, the issues there there was more dimensions to this, the role of Egypt. Of course, as I said earlier, it's Egyptian interest to have quite peaceful neighbors. But in this special crisis, there was also the humanitarian factor. We cannot, as Egyptian leadership and Egyptian people, we cannot turn our head to what is going, what happened to our Palestinian brothers. We need to support them. We needed to secure humanitarian assistance for them, while in the meanwhile maintaining, thank God, the ceasefire. And to preserve the peaceful situation, we hope. And of course, we would doing our best, our efforts in order to find a peaceful solution for this cause. And that supports and grants the rights of the Palestinian people. On the other side, on the Sudanese crisis, also the humanitarian factor is very important. The unity of Sudan is very important. The state institutions, the respect of state institutions is very important factor in Egyptian position. All these principles made our role to a respectable role, seen by all parties as a respectable role. That's why I believe that Egypt will continue its role. Its duty, its interests is to continue in trying to reach a solution, a peaceful solution for these crises. And we will not give up on our brotherly people of Sudan or Palestine. We will always support them and do our best for them.
In the beginning of the show, you mentioned the developing economy of Egypt, and this was also confirmed this year with contract that Egypt signed in 1.8 billion renewable energy agreements, aiming to reach, it says, 42% renewable electricity by 2030, which is a big feat, certainly. How do you see these projects shaping Egypt's energy future, and are there opportunities for Serbia to collaborate with Egypt on this level?
Well, this is a very nice and good question. Let's going back to the reasons why we are doing this in Egypt. Of course, what you've mentioned, and more investments in this sector in Egypt. Simply diversification of our resources, energy resources. This is very important.
It's a big necessity. Yes.
Also, trying to make use of the resources that we have. We have the wind, we have the sun. We can make use of these resources. Also, doing our best to decrease the effect of the climate change or the environmental side effect of the use of the fossil energy. Those probably, and maybe more, of course, the main reasons that Egypt went into renewable energy. Where is Serbia in that? I believe that is a huge opportunity for Serbia in this regard, for many reasons. And of course, everybody knows how much the energy in general is very important for Serbia, especially nowadays. And diversification of the resources of energy for Serbia is a strategic goal. And here I want to expand a little bit, not only renewable energy and green energy, but energy in general. Imagine, and of course you know that there is a plan to connect Serbia with North Macedonia through gas pipeline for LNG, or for gas. Yes. Imagine that gas coming from Egypt through Alexandroupolis in Greece, through North Macedonia, through to Serbia. Not only that, imagine that you as Serbia invest in one of the many projects, energy projects in Egypt. Imagine that you invest in your energy, where energy comes to you either through gas, either through electricity, where there is many pleasant studies to connect electricity between Egypt and Europe. Imagine that you invest in electricity. Imagine that you invest in your gas. Imagine that you invest in your energy. I think this is you own your resources. You invest in your resources,
and you're independent in this regard.
And independence, yes. Of course. That's why I believe it's a huge opportunity. It's very important that we, both our countries, start discussing this kind of cooperation for our mutual benefits. Another dimension, we gained a lot of experience in the renewable energy, in the solar, wind. I believe sharing this experience with Serbia will make benefits for the friendly country of Serbia, and of course increasing the interests, the common interests between our two countries.
Of course. Now, Egypt is known as a major market in Africa and the Middle East. Could there here be any opportunities for Serbian companies in this regard?
Well, of course. Let's go to the decision by the Serbian Chamber of Commerce to open, soon it will open an office in Cairo.
So this would make it official?
Yes. I don't know whether if I'm allowed to announce that or not, but
there are plans, yes.
There are plans to do so. The official ceremony is going to be in few weeks or month from now, I believe. Okay. This is very important. Imagine that you are open, not only, of course, it's very important to open your companies or the companies, to open the market for your companies in Egypt, where more than 110 Egyptians and more of foreigners living in Egypt. So it's a big market. Absolutely. But also you open the markets of Africa towards your company. Egypt enjoys a lot of free trade agreements with many African countries.
So Egypt serves like a gateway here, yes.
Like a hub for Serbian companies. We enjoy free trade agreement with COMESA, with ECOSOC, with the East African group of countries. There is also the African Continental Free Trade Agreement. All these agreements makes the markets of Africa open for the Serbian companies. The same wise, I hope that Serbia could serve as a hub for Egyptian companies in the Western Balkans. It's a mutual benefits for both of our countries, where companies and private sector and business can enjoy the good relationship between our two countries.
Now, that was enough about economy, but you also mentioned the importance of culture and cultural exchanges, and I feel like the Cairo International Book Fair in 2025 was a good example of this. It gathered more than 1,300 publishers from 80 countries, and in Serbia, our also book fair is a very important part of connecting with the rest of the world. How do you see these cultural events strengthening Egypt's global image, but also connecting with countries that they may not have been connected as much in the past?
Well, of course, the cultural exchange is very important. It makes you know better your friend, the other side. It makes you enjoy the experiences, the history, the culture, everything. Thank God that Egypt is hosting this book fair. It's an annual book fair. It's one of the biggest in the region. Of course, Serbia is always a welcome guest to participate in these events. I believe there is an Serbian writer. His name is Boris Miljakovic, if I'm not mistaken, is participating in this book fair. Something that we always honor and welcome. Another prominent, important participation from Serbia in one of the biggest cultural and touristic events that happened in Egypt recently. It was the official opening of the Grand Egyptian Museum, the GEM, where His Excellency, the Serbian Minister of Culture, represented Serbia in this official opening. It's something that we proud of. We are proud of that this kind of events reflects the true Egypt. For instance, GEM, one of the biggest museums in the whole world that is dedicated for one civilization, the pharaonic civilization. In this museum there is 100,000 antiquities for the pharaonic civilization. Imagine that museum like this and the big opening that happened in Egypt, how much we are proud of. And we hope also, of course, we hope that more and more Serbian people would visit such a place, such beautiful place. I'm sure that they will love it. So the cultural exchange between our two countries is very important, historical. We are very honored that we have this kind of relationship with Serbia. The Serbian people are always welcomed, and we know that we are very welcomed in Serbia.
Of course, and it seems that Egypt is not just becoming an economic hub, but also a cultural hub for Africa in this regard as well.
That's what we hope for.
And now, beyond your official duties, what aspects of Serbian culture or society are you most excited to explore while here?
Well, of course, there are many things. First of all, the history. Serbia, though it went through many hard times, but believe me, hard times makes great men. And that's what I believe about the Serbian people. Unfortunately, it was hard times, but it made great men. You participated in the history of the world. You have your share. I need to know more about that. I need to know more about your food, your music. I wish to visit a lot of places, the beauty of the nature. There are many places that I wish to visit, many cities that I wish to visit, and I plan to visit them very soon to get closer to the Serbian people and to know more about them.
It's great to hear, and thank you again for the kind messages for our people as well. Now, for the ending of the interview, looking ahead into the future, how do you envision the relations of Egypt and Serbia, let's say 5 or 10 years into the future?
Well, as much as we have the foundations for this great relationship between our two countries, I believe that this relationship will last. But we should not rely on that. We need to work on more and more. We have, as I said, we have the foundation, not only the history, not the political understanding and common positions and respect, mutual respect, but we need to work more and more. And of course, the free trade agreement, such agreements, are very important. We need to work more on that. We need to relationship is not something static. It needs to be dynamic. We need more Egyptians. I want to see more Egyptians here. I want to see more Serbian people going to Cairo. It has to be dynamic, and that's what I'm hoping to do in my next post, or in my upcoming post here in Serbia.
Of course, it's an important mission, and I certainly wish you luck in this regard for the rest of your tenure. Your Excellency, thank you once again for taking the time off your day to speak with us and giving us this opportunity to deeply explore relations.
It was a pleasure. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you once again.
Thank you, sir.
A našim dragim gledaocima hvala na pažnji. Gledali ste razgovor sa njegovom ekscelencijom Ahmedom Salamom Solimanom, ambasadorom Egipta u Srbiji. Ostanite uz nas jer dalje idu diplomatski događaji.
Povodom Dana Republike Indije, ambasada te zemlje u Beogradu organizovala je svečani prijem kojem su prisustvovali predstavnici Ministarstva spoljnih poslova Srbije, diplomatskog kora, indijske dijaspore i drugi prijatelji ambasade. Gostima se obratio novoizabrani ambasador Abhishek Shukla, koji se osvrnuo na dinamičan razvojni put Indije, ali i podsjetio na njene bliske, prijateljske odnose sa Srbijom.
Čast mi je i privilegija što sam imenovan za ambasadora Indije u ovoj prelepoj i prijateljskoj zemlji. Od partnerstva u okviru pokreta nesvrstanih do današnje saradnje u okviru globalnog juga. Indija i Srbija dele slične stavove o mnogim globalnim pitanjima i međusobno se podržavaju na međunarodnim forumima. Naša saradnja obuhvata oblasti poput trgovine, odbrane, nauke i tehnologije, obrazovanja i drugih sektora. Srbija postaje sve atraktivnija destinacija za indijske filmske stvaraoce, a brojne indijske kompanije prepoznale su Srbiju kao povoljno mesto za ulaganja. Iskreno sam impresioniran poštovanjem i naklonošću prema indijskoj civilizaciji i kulturi među našim srpskim prijateljima. Ipak, svesni smo i odgovornosti da možemo u budućnosti da učinimo još više.
Danas spomen Indije asocira na najveću demokratiju i omladinsku populaciju na svetu, najbrže rastuću globalnu ekonomiju, vodeće tržište globalnih centara sposobnosti i treći najveći start-up ekosistem na svetu. Također, ona je svetski lider u oblasti finansijskih tehnologija. Sve to počiva na temeljima civilizacijske snage i vrednosti na putu ka ostvarenju sna o razvijenoj Indiji do 2047. godine, kada se bude obeležavao vek njene nezavisnosti, dodao je ambasador.